Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are just hanging out and I am doing a tag video. I did film this look. If you want to check it out, I'll link it up in the iCards. It is a palette bingo with the Midas Cosmetics Flower Bomb palette. So I just got this, well, when you're seeing this video, I probably got this like 2 weeks ago, but I just filmed with that today. So you can check that out. But I am going to be doing the makeup collection tag. I saw Angelica Nyquist. I'm not sure how to say her name for real, but I saw her do this and I thought it was really fun, and I've wanted to do some more tags lately. So this is the first of a couple tags that I'm going to be filming. So we're just going to start out with the makeup collection tag, and this tag was created by Georgia Harris, so I will link both of them down below. So the first question is, how long have you been collecting makeup? Oh boy. I would say, so I started watching the beauty YouTube community around when Jaclyn Hill, Emily Noel, Jessica Braun all kind of started their channels. Emily Noel is probably the OG of them. And really since then, and I have no idea why I started watching them. I don't know. I was probably looking up some product that I wanted to know more about, and I don't even know why I wanted to know more about it. I mean, I have no idea. No idea. But then I just got sucked down the rabbit hole of makeup videos and became a collector. One of my first pieces that I bought was because to me they are like art pieces, was the Urban Decay, oh, what was it called? It was one of those box palettes that they make, and they like, the top flips open and then the bottom there was a drawer that pulled out with the eyeshadow, and it was the one that had butterflies, and I don't know what it's called. I depotted it and I still have all the shadows just because it was my first high-end palette I ever purchased, and I was very proud of that. So I'm sure I will keep that forever. But I want to say my son's 8 and he was not 1 yet when I started collecting makeup. And I've kind of gone through spurts as I've, been pregnant and had newborns and things like that. But obviously I came back to my love of makeup and started filming videos. So that's when I started collecting makeup. And I have a dark shade on my lips, so I am probably going to need to check my teeth every once in a while. You know how that goes. Ooh, we're good. Except it's on my face. I don't know how that happens. What kind of collection do you have? Minimal, utilitarian, aesthetic, historical? How about hoarder kind of collection? So I'm looking up utilitarianism because when I was just trying to see how I could apply this to makeup. So the actions are right if they are useful or for the benefit of the majority. So does that mean it's that I buy things that are of use to me? Brings the greatest happiness to the greatest number. Promotes happiness. Okay, so, I mean, that's yes. Minimal, definitely not. Aesthetic, definitely utilitarianism if it means that it brings me pleasure, and definitely a little bit of hoarderness in there. And the reason I say that is not because I buy everything. It's because once I buy something, it's not leaving my collection typically unless it's done. Because I feel like I spent money on it. I bought it for a reason, so I need to use it. So I have literally never decluttered an eyeshadow palette. It honestly gives me anxiety to think about decluttering an eyeshadow palette, and I don't use half of mine. I should probably do an eyeshadow collection video. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that, but I can show you like what ones I use and what ones I don't use. And typically it has to do with some kind of feeling towards that palette as to why I won't let go of it. But sometimes, a lot of the times it's, I may use it one day. I may need it one day. You can imagine the kind of packer I am for a trip. Let's not talk about it. Next question. Are you a completionist? Definitely not. I do not need to have if I'm not going to use an item from a collection, I am not going to purchase it. I purchase it if I know I'm going to get good use out of it and I don't already have it somewhere in my collection. Can you imagine if I was a completionist? My collection would be ridiculous. Now, when it comes to ABH palettes, I have a completionist tendency, but I don't have them all. I didn't buy Soft Glam because I know I'm not going to use it. I did not buy the Alyssa Edwards one because I know I'm not going to get good use out of that because I already own that. Is there another one I didn't purchase? I feel like there's... Oh, excuse me. I feel like there's one more I don't have, but I can't think of what it would be. So yeah, definitely not a completionist. How do you store or organize your collection? I use lots of organizing containers, old boxes from Birch boxes. I just filmed a video with my makeup collection, so I will link that up here as well. I go through everything, my drawers, how I organize things, and then I also have additional, like all of my backups. I mean, there's some backups in here, but then my other backups are organized in my basement in boxes based on, like, I have a skincare box. I have a, they're not like huge boxes, okay? They're like FabFitFun boxes or boxes, Ulta boxes that makeup has come in. So I have one with skincare products. I have one with like setting sprays. I have one, okay, this sounds like I have a ton of makeup in my basement. It is not that extreme. Maybe I'll show you guys someday of what I have on like my backup area. So you can see up in the iCards how I store things that I'm currently in use of, and then that's how I store everything else. So I don't have anything fancy. I make do with what I have, and I make it look appealing, I guess you could say. I've gotten a lot of things from Home Goods. I don't know, the Target dollar spot. Yeah, I just kind of like, I'm kind of a, I like to find little things that are inexpensive that I can use for organizing things. What is your favorite thing about your collection? Oh my gosh. I mean, definitely my eyeshadow palettes. Definitely my eyeshadow palettes, and probably also my colored liners. I don't know why that. So here's my, like, my colorful liners. I wish I had more. I don't, but so this is my little pocket of colored liners. I've got a few more coming from ColourPop, I think, and the LA Girl Shockwaves. But those are my favorite because I just love having a different color in my waterline, and I just think it makes your look even more fun. What is the least favorite thing about or something to improve your collection? Oh man. I guess sometimes a least favorite thing is the products I don't go through that go bad because of the large amount of products that I have. And when I say large, I am nowhere near what some of these other YouTubers are. I think it's really large for a normal person. I would say it's really small for a beauty YouTuber. But yeah, I think that my least favorite thing about it is the products I know I'm never going to get through, and that's probably what bugs me the most. Now, that being said, they're products that I use. So like blushes, eyeshadow palettes, like I know I'm not going to get through those, but I know that I make use of them. So that makes me feel a little better, I guess. But number 7, what is the biggest category in your collection? Definitely single eyeshadows, but I do have more like palettes than I have single eyeshadow palettes, but I have more single eyeshadows than I have palettes, if that makes sense. So I have had some requests to go through all my single eyeshadows, so that's on my list to do as well and show you guys everything I have. I do have some other ones coming coming. No, maybe just some from, maybe just one set coming. So I want to get those first, and then I'll go through all of those. But I would say, or maybe brushes. Maybe I have more brushes than I have single eyeshadows. We'll do a little count of that and I'll get back to you on that. But probably single eyeshadows. I love single eyeshadows and I love picking out. I don't love making palettes with single eyeshadows. Like if I'm ordering from a single brand, I love picking out the colors that I am going to love most and most fulfill empty spots in my collection, and finding new small brands that create beautiful things. I love that. What is the smallest category of your collection? It's bronzers, and I know this because I just organized my makeup collection, and if you'll see in that video, I have like a few bronzers, like 4 or 5. And I definitely have way more of everything else, so I know offhand it's bronzers. Do you have a holy grail in your collection? I need to come back to that one. I think Angelica said that that Georgia meant by that, like a product that you love, like it's so dear to you, that you would be so sad if it were gone. I mean, aside from my eyeshadow palettes, do I have a specific one? I don't think I could pick a specific eyeshadow palette. I mean, my colored liners, I love those. Maybe brushes, and you know why? Maybe lipsticks. Maybe I don't have one because I love all of it, but I would say with brushes, I have really not curated, but I've curated the types of brushes that I know I love using. So if those were to be gone, that would make me really sad because I really lean towards certain brushes. Even though I have a humongous collection of brushes, I know the ones I love from there, and that's taken me, you know, a long time to get to that. I don't know, because there's something about every section of my collection that I really love, like my liquid liners, because I love a wing liner. I don't really do an eye look without that, just because I love the way it completes the look. Geez, that's a hard one. Yeah. I don't think I could pick just one thing. Maybe my single eyeshadows, actually, because those have taken me a long time to build up, and they are what I've picked out specifically for me, and I love them all. So maybe it would be that. Boy, that's the longest answer that you're going to get for that question. Do you wish your collection was bigger or smaller, or is it complete? It's definitely not complete. That's a really hard question because I wish it was bigger in certain areas. I wish I had more single eyeshadows. There are definitely eyeshadow palettes I wish I had that I'm not going to purchase because I can't justify purchasing them. I want more colored gel liners. And there are a lot of products and brands that I still want to try. But I think that's part of the fun of makeup too, and not having tried them yet and having something still to look forward to. But on the same account, I wish I didn't have makeup that I knew was going to go to waste, but it is. So maybe my collection is just right for me right now. And as I experience new makeups and as I have a chance to try new products, then it will grow appropriately for me and my love of makeup. I think that's what I would say. I'm happy with my collection that I have now. It's not complete, but I'm happy with it. The next question is, how often do you declutter makeup in your collection? Hashtag never. I am so bad about this. Last year, I went through a whole declutter series, and I don't really think I decluttered much of anything. Actually, I did get rid of a lot of blushes. You wouldn't know it. I think I got rid of quite a few lipsticks, not in compared to what I have, but I think I got rid of quite a few. I go through mascaras like every way too long of a time. I would say every like 6 to 9 months I go through mascaras just to see what I need to go through. Like I said, I do not declutter eyeshadows. Yeah, I don't really do a lot of decluttering. I do a lot of reorganizing, I would say that. I have started, and I will do this at the end of the year, is if I have a product that is too old to use, or I know like it's way expired, it smells bad, I've been putting those in a bag, and at the end of the year I'm going to go through all of the waste I have created because of my overzealous collection. So that will be coming up at the end of the year, but maybe I need to declutter. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't need to declutter. Maybe I just need to do some collection videos, right? We don't need to declutter anything. Who is that for? You know what I could do? If I were going to declutter, these are what I would declutter. But I'm not going to declutter. It's okay, guys. It's okay. Do you ever get envious seeing other people's makeup collections? Yes. Especially my indie brand YouTubers that I watch. Yes. I want their makeup collections. Absolutely. Like, especially Angelica Nyquist's. Yes, please. Amy loves makeup. She's got an amazing collection. Yeah, people that are getting PR, of course I'm envious of their collections because they're getting, yes, so many things to try. I love trying new things. So, yeah, and anyone who's saying they don't, you're lying, okay? We're all envious of somebody's makeup collection. If you're watching my makeup video, then you're envious of somebody's makeup collection. It's who we are, okay? Who on YouTube has the best makeup collection video? Who on YouTube? I don't know that I have watched a lot of these kinds of videos. Here's my thing with makeup collection videos, is I kind of feel like it either needs to be an overall, or it needs to be broken up into smaller sections. So, because like I've seen makeup collection videos that are like an hour and a half. Well, that's too long for me to watch. My attention span doesn't span that long, even when it has to do with makeup. So I like an overall makeup collection video, and then little smaller videos that go through each section of the makeup. I think Angelica did do it like that. Did she? No, she's doing smaller declutter videos. I did watch one from Kathleen Lights that I liked, and I liked it because she talked about if she liked products or not, and if I would like to know that if you're going to go through, I would like to, like, if you're going to go through every product, then I want to know which ones you really like in the collection. But I guess I need to watch some more makeup collections. Okay, and then the last question is, what's some advice you'd give to a future makeup collector? Don't buy it just to have it, I think would be my advice. My biggest, like, looking back on my past self, my advice that I would have given myself would be, you don't have to have it just because it's on sale. Because I bought a lot of, like, 21 Days of Beauty, I would buy it so I would have it. Or if something was on sale or there were a ton of bonus points, I would buy it so I would have it when I need it. You never need that stuff because you have so much else. If you're a future makeup collector, you already have it. You don't need it. So I guess more buying it when you need it, as opposed, buy something when you need it, not just because you think you're going to need it, would be my advice. That's everything for this makeup collection tag. Whew, some of those questions were hard on me. I need to do some more watching of makeup videos. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. I would love to hear what some of your answers are as well. And if you are a beauty YouTuber, then you are tagged in this video, and I want to see what your answers are about your makeup collection. So let me know below if you are going to be doing this tag. And have an amazing day, guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye.